I hesitate to do this podcast today because I know that I'm opening myself up to a lot of snide remarks and, a lot of stone throwing. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm a 63-year-old virgin and I want to talk about it. Next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, the first thing people usually say is, I don't believe you. But it's true. And, I've been a Christian for a long time, actually, since I was 5. I've been a practicing Christian for a long time. A long time. And I decided very young to stay celibate. When I realized that I was celibate and not going to get married, I stayed celibate, obviously. And, I did it for a lot of reasons. One is that I believe that sex is for marriage. But, there are other reasons that I've discovered along the way, too. And one of them is that, what you don't know won't hurt you kind of thing. People all the time say, well, you don't know what you're missing. And I'm thinking, thank God for that. Seriously. I see people with addictions all around me. I see people with alcohol addictions, drug addictions, sexual addictions. And I know that once you try something that you really enjoy, and I'm sure I would, it becomes something that you want to do over and over again. And I've been thinking about that this morning. A good friend just discovered that his wife, after many years, and many, many children, is having an affair. I've had quite a few of my close friends whose wives have had an affair. It's interesting, isn't it? And some husbands too, obviously. And you think, how does that happen? And there are all kinds of reasons why people have sex, but one of them, I think, is because it just becomes very easy for a lot of people. And, when you don't have something that you've tried and you don't have something that you kind of feel a little bit of an addiction towards, and it is addictive, then it's a lot easier to say no to things like that. Now, I'm not suggesting that you be married and stay celibate, but I am suggesting that you're celibate outside of marriage and that you find your fulfillment in marriage. And I think marriage is a wonderful place to discover your sexuality and to practice it. And I think that's a really important point. Outside of marriage, gosh, all kinds of problems. I had somebody recently that told me they were getting married because he got his girlfriend pregnant. And he said, I'm doing the responsible thing. And I said, no, you're not. The responsible thing would have been not to get her pregnant in the first place. We continue to see sex as kind of a free-for-all and that doesn't have any consequences. And folks, it has a lot of consequences. And if you're not willing to pay for those consequences, then you really should refrain. Now, I want to point out something obvious. I'm not the most good-looking guy around. I may not be the most desirable to a lot of people, all of that, but I'm happy. I feel good about me. And, I'm still alive and I'm still standing. And I don't feel like my life has missed anything huge by remaining celibate. I feel like my life has been full. It's been wonderful. I'm not done yet, by the way. And I feel like, people have this idea that if they don't have sex and if they don't get married and if they do all of these things, that their life is over. And man, my life has been full. I wouldn't change hardly anything about it. And I just think the opposite has really been true. So I know I'll get mail from people that'll say, you're being ridiculous. I don't believe you. You don't know about something until you try it. I've gotten all those comments for many years. And don't send them to me. I've heard them before. I just wanted you to know my side of it and maybe think about it a little bit. God bless you. Have a great day.